Hi there. Can I talk to you for a little bit?
You have to come inside right now. There were 4 of them.
What did we say? You shouldn't make things up when we're talking about...
Can you open the door, please?
They're breaking in! I got you, baby.
Hi, Mr. Shyamalan. I'm Fernanda Talarico. I work for UOL. My first question is, I would like to start asking you, what's the biggest inspiration for Naked Academy?
I'm always looking for an idea that provokes me, that allows me to, as a storyteller, be excited and not understand where it's going to go, but dying to find out where it's going to go. When I'm thinking of my own ideas, that's the criterion I hold. That is it exciting enough for 2 years of work? And this idea that came from a book had that level of excitement, a rationality for me when I just couldn't believe how powerful the idea was. So, and I love telling people what the story's about, what the premise is, and they're like, "What? You're kidding?" I'm like, "No," and they're like, "Well, then what happens?" And I'm like, "Well, you got to come see to find out."
You're like the father of the plot twist. For you, what's the plot twist of Knock at the Cabin? I have my opinion about it.
Well, I generally like to be called the good-looking brother of the plot twist rather than the father. I'm just kidding. That's I don't really think of plot twists like that. It's a mystery. I would love to be known as kind of a mystery writer, and mysteries have answers, and we're with the characters when they realize that what they thought was happening isn't that, or they're confused. The things they're watching don't make any sense to them. And even the TV shows that I've done, Wayward Pines and Servant, the mystery of what's going on is what drives the characters, and they're trying to understand where they fit into these weird things that they're experiencing. So I love that, having characters realize.
And the film talks about a religious subject. What care did you take to address this subject?
For me, I'm not a very religious person, although it seems like I am because I constantly talk about it in movies. But it's more, I'm interested in the mythology of the religions. And for me, I love mythologies that are people think is possibly true. Ghosts, aliens, and telling those stories and then making them feel like the real world versions of them, the modern day versions of those stories, grounding them and giving them possibility that they're true. So in that same way with the religious aspects in this movie, kind of saying this is what it might look like if it was true in 2023.
Whoa.